If you're looking for a way to cheat death, a nonprofit foundation in Scottsdale may have the answer.
That's right. This is not science fiction. Hundreds of people around the country have signed up with Alcor to freeze their bodies immediately after death, hoping to be revived in the future. In tonight's Focus 15 report, Chris Heinbaugh gives you a rare look inside this big chill.
This was Mona Dick. Mona was a retired librarian from California. He was a rock musician, although no one you would have ever heard of. Dick Clare was an Emmy Award-winning writer for The Carol Burnett Show for many years.
These tanks hold a cross-section of society: a TV repairman, a retired Army colonel, a surgeon, all frozen in death, hoping to regain life.
The purpose of Alcor is to preserve legally dead people until such time as medical science can revive them. Help to circulate the remaining blood.
The journey begins here. Alcor tries to preserve the dead body in one of these, cooling it with ice.
This is Alcor's operating room.
Then the body's fluids are replaced to minimize cell damage.
Our antifreeze substance doesn't crystallize and expand when it freezes, so it replaces the water. This is one of the aluminum pots.
One option, the patient's whole body is frozen, then put in a sleeping bag and a body pod. The price? $120,000. On a budget? Freeze just your head.
This is a canister for one of our neurosuspension, our head-only patients.
That price? $50,000.
These are where Alcor's patients are kept frozen. Not a final resting place, a temporary one. In fact, one founding member called this an ambulance to the future.
Matthew Sullivan wants to take that ride when he dies, but only his head will be frozen.
As you can see here, we've got 4 whole body pods.
It'll rest in a container like this. 9 patients are already in this one. Full bodies on the outside, heads stacked in the middle.
It's much more efficient to have them organized in this manner.
They're kept frozen with liquid nitrogen.
The temperature is minus 196.
So cold, it boils. To Matthew, this isn't morbid. It's an adventure.
I might be gasping for my last breath, and then everything will fade to black, and then the next thing I know, it's going to be 200 years later.
This is not science. It is pseudoscience.
Most doctors and scientists are very skeptical, saying cell and nerve damage from freezing is so severe, there's no real chance of revival.
The odds are somewhat the same that you would have a religious apparition, be struck by lightning, and win the lottery in the same day.
But 35 have already ignored the skeptics. They're in Alcor's deep freeze, their long shot at cheating death.
If it doesn't work, these people are no worse off. They're simply dead, as they would have been anyway. If it does work, on the other hand, then they've won the jackpot.
Sounds pretty exciting to me.
With photographer John Taylor, Chris Heinbaugh, News 15.
Wow.